All right, I think we're live. Let me go ahead and finish adjusting my screen. Give me one moment, everybody. I'm just adjusting my screen here so I can see me as I do the webinar. All right, it's time to get started. It's Wednesday, and I want to welcome you to our Wednesday night webinar. This is the place where the underdog is, in my opinion, always expected to win. My name is KC Towns. Tonight is going to be a great event. It's going to be fantastic. I'm excited. I'm going to encourage you right now to get your iPads, writing devices, whatever you use to document your journey. Because tonight we're going to be discussing a very powerful topic called associations. Associations are the people in your close proximity, your inner circle, your warm market, people you care about, and sometimes it's even the people that they associate with. Let me say this to you right up front. I got so much fantastic feedback about the interview I did last week with Dan Higginson, the founder of Synergy Worldwide. Thank you. Thank you for all the emails about the interview. You talk about an introspective leader who cares about humanity. I've done some incredible interviews, and I take nothing from anyone, but that interview was one of my most enjoyable because of some of the things he articulated. So I have a very steep mountain to climb. I really do. I got to talk about associations, and I've got to do a good job because of last week's event. You're used to a good job. So I will do the very best I can tonight to follow in the footsteps of greatness and then continue to bring you some great interviews in weeks to come. But tonight is all about associations and that warm market, the people you care about. And like I said, sometimes it's even the people that they associate with and their impact on you. It's anyone or group of people who have the opportunity to make an impact on you. People who have the chance to influence you to do some of the things that you decided to do or will decide to do in the future. People who have the ability to impact the books you read or don't, the movies you watch or don't, the vacations you go on or don't, the people that you choose to invite to your home for special events like barbecues, christenings, baby showers, and all those important events and more. Now I know right off the bat, some of you think I'm just way off base. Okay, you're telling me associations is going to decide who I invite to my house? Yeah, they have an impact on that. They really do. Trust me, they do, and I'll talk about that. And like I say, some of you are going to think I'm way off base, but I'm going to come back and share why associations are so important as you build your legend and your business in this industry. So let's go back and think about that time you hosted that thing you hosted. Doesn't matter if it wasn't a baby shower or christening, some of the things I mentioned, but that thing at your place. And you didn't invite me, KC Towns, because I don't get along with them. Okay, she didn't invite me because I don't get along with them. Or maybe they don't care for me. But you didn't invite me even though you enjoy my company. Now think about this for a minute. This has happened to a lot of us. We have a gathering at our home. I'm not necessarily talking about a networking gathering. I'm talking about a gathering of people, humanity. And you like me, you enjoy my company. We play cards together, we play dominoes together, we have a great time. And I live in Texas, so that's the stuff we do. We get together. So you want me to come, but because I don't get along with so-and-so, or they don't get along with me, you didn't invite me even though you enjoy my company. And you really wanted me to come, you really did. And see, that's real influence. That's real influence that ends up having an impact. Or have you ever told a tale after an event? You had an event at your house and you told this tale, okay? And maybe I'm telling on myself, but this is what people do. And a tale is also known as a lie. And some people call it a little white lie, but it's still a lie. You tell that tale to someone when they asked about, when I asked you about, the thing that you hosted. And you said, yeah, I had it. But whatever excuse you shared, I didn't make out the guest list. It was really my sister's thing. It was just at my house. It was just really my sister's thing. I called you, but whatever. I didn't get an answer right away. It seemed like the phone wasn't working. So I tried to leave a message and I couldn't. You guys know where I'm going with this. Whether you like it or don't, that's real influence on the decisions you've made. And that's real influence on the decisions you're going to make in the future. So who are these people we're labeling as our impactful real associations? They're real. Our real associations are the people who are involved enough in our lives to impact daily decisions that we make and the outcomes of those decisions. In other words, people who to some degree matter. They matter. Who do they matter to? They matter to us, you and me, even when we're in denial about how much they matter. It's the human thing that we possess inside, that intrinsic thing inside of us that need to be accepted. See, all this drives your needs. They need to be wanted, associations. They need to be liked, associations. They need to be popular even. The question is, why is this important tonight? And I know you're probably thinking, okay, I'll admit I did all that, but why does that have anything to do with me building my legend in my business? How does this impact my networking business? Well, how does it impact your networking life? And it impacts it in a real way because the people around you can impact your future success. They do. The people in your association, in your neighborhood, in your network, the people who have close proximity to you who can reach out and touch you, they impact your future success because the people you associate with have an incredible impact on you. And I just gave you some examples. Even if you're in denial, you can't deny those things happen. But just as some do have an influence on you, some probably in your mind you think don't. People in my close, proximity, in my close area, in my neighborhood, they don't, and I'm talking about personal neighborhood, they don't really impact me. But we'll talk about that because both groups are important in your life. They are. So which associations have influence on your decisions? Now I'm gonna share something with you. I'm into my training. I am. I'm having fun. I'm approaching things from a little different perspective tonight. I'm having a lot of fun, but this is a real training. See, associations can make your business or break your business. They can make or break you. So let's talk about that. The people in your inner circle, most of the time, those are the people that have your ear. And the two groups I just mentioned, the folks that have an impact and the folks you think don't, both of them can capture, let me slow down. Both of them can capture enough of your attention to influence decisions that you choose to make. Because the human being thirsts for recognition. Humans thirst for recognition. Grown men die for it and babies cry for it. That's recognition. We sometimes make decisions that, in my opinion, affect our popularity. We do. We make decisions that will affect our popularity. And if the people around you are saying anything like some of the people that have been around me have said in the past, you may hear some things that go something like this. They ask things of you that, maybe you think they shouldn't, but they do, because when somebody's in that inner circle, they're going to take liberty because they have access to you. So they'll ask you stuff like, and I'm going to put a snide look on my face. You still doing that thing? The look goes with the comment. You still doing that thing? And of course, it's the shrugging of the shoulders and the real sincere look that this thing you do has no value. So you still doing that networking thing? When you have to go to that meeting, if you're with your people that you go to see every Tuesday or Thursday, you still doing that? See, if they're not in touch with your business drivers, they say stuff like that. They do. Okay, you do that meeting, we've got tickets. You heard that before? Okay, you do that meeting, we've got tickets to whatever. I live in San Antonio here. All of us go to the Spurs game. They're the only game in town. So somebody could say to me here, okay, you do that meeting, and I slowed it down so you can hear every word, because every word has impact. But it would probably go like this. KC, okay, you do that meeting, we got tickets. It makes your meeting sound, your gathering sound, your get together, your party sound insignificant. You do that, we got tickets. And what decisions do you make when people say that? What do you do when people try to make what you do insignificant? And you might say, before you even get into that, KC, I'm only human. I need to have a little fun in my life too. You know what? I agree. As a matter of fact, I urge you to have as much fun as you can. Lots of it. But all the things we do in this business, and this is business, are not a product of not having fun. Most of them are products of having fun. Prove it, KC. The trips to the convention, the trip that you won to the islands or to that exotic place when you did well. Your job didn't give that to you, but your business did. The meet and greet after the gathering. And you're like, how could you go from the convention, the islands, to that meet and greet after the gathering? That's the most important one to attend. How can you say that, KC? Because see, that's the thing. After the event, that's when you get galvanized. That's when you get solid. That's when you galvanize friendships, relationships, and belief. That's when you laugh and share stories of success. That's when you take your friends, the people that you showed up with that, said stuff like, oh, when is this going to be over? Oh, that inner circle. That's when you take them and they see everybody having a great time and they say, well, you know what? This isn't that bad. Because you laugh and you share the stories. You say, hey, Bill, come on over, man. Hey, I didn't even meet you. I heard you were an educator. I am. I'm educated too. And Bill starts to think, whoa, there's people just like me doing this. And the after party, the after event galvanizes you because you see the impact it had on Bill, and it galvanizes Bill because he sees people that are just like him are doing the thing that you do to have the power that you have. And you have the power. So laugh, share the stories, go to the after event gathering. But if your inner circle is not in touch with your business drivers, they're going to fight you. They're going to fight you. Hey, we're going to go to the gathering after. Hey, we're going to go to Applebee's. Hey, we're going to go over to whatever, wherever you go. Hey, we're going to Chili's. Hey, we're going wherever you go. And they might say stuff like, Chili's? Nobody want to go to Chili's. We went to Chili's last week when we had lunch. Knowing that they love Chili's because it was their idea to go to Chili's. And that's what you're thinking. It was your idea to go to Chili's. But you can't say it right now because they kind of got you over a barrel. So you're thinking, oh, but they really don't. But you're thinking this, they got me over a barrel. Oh, they were just so kind enough to come. No, they came because they really wanted to know what you do. They're looking for salvation too. So you might make the fatal mistake when they start to say things like that of replying and saying, okay, I drove everybody tonight, so I got to get them home. So you don't go to the gathering and you tell your sponsor or your business partner says, hey, Casey, you coming? And you turn to them and say, I want to go, but I'm responsible for everybody. You're responsible for you. You are. These are grown people. And if they had a curfew, they'd have told you that on the way in, not the way out. You got to understand the dynamics and the leverage and the psychology of this business. So on the way out, they start to hit you with, I'm not going, we already came. I already did your favor and came. What more do you want? I want us to have a good time. I want you to meet some of the people I think so much of. But you're not galvanized yet. You're not solid yet. So you acquiesce and you say, okay, we're going to go. And then on the way home, they didn't want to stop. Some of them said, I got to get right home. I don't have time for this. This is madness. We've already been here an hour and on and on and on. But on the way home, you're driving and you're thinking, man, I wish I would have went to you fill in the blank. And somebody in the back taps you on the shoulder. You say, yeah, Casey, I'm hungry. Can we stop and eat? And you say, okay, yeah, where do you want to go? Now, we just could have ate where everybody was eating, but you gave away your power, the psychology, the networking, how things work in this industry, the power that you have. You don't give it away. So here's what you end up doing. You end up fellowshipping with people who don't share your focus, your mindset. And they end up going to wherever, and they end up laughing at the people that you call your business partners who you highly respect. But they end up laughing at them. Oh, man, you see that guy with the gray suit? Oh, it looked like his suit was 30 years old. And you laugh, and you shouldn't, because now you're not even not galvanized. You sold your business out. Instead of selling out to the dream, you sold out to people that don't have your drive, your focus, the intangibles that you have to build a business, a book of business that's going to pay you for years to come. Or you don't say anything. Man, did you see that guy in the blue suit? Oh, what a knucklehead. And you don't say anything. Instead of saying, hey, that's my business partner, Bill. Bill's an incredible guy. Matter of fact, when I first got in the industry, I didn't know anything about what we do. And Bill was the one who sat down. Remember I told you somebody sat down with me and shared how to do the business, how to share the product or the service? Yeah, I remember. That was Bill. So I don't really want you talking about Bill, because Bill means a lot to me. We're supposed to mean a lot to you. We're your friends. Psychology, trying to take it back. You're in that wrestling match now. Everybody's jockeying for position and jockeying for power. So the match is on. Do you win or do you lose? And all of a sudden, you stand tall and you don't laugh. And you say, you know what? I'm serious. I don't want you to talk about somebody who did something for me and you guys say you care about me. Boom. I say boom because the bomb went off. The explosion went off of knowledge. And they now know that you're serious about what you're doing. And they now know, don't laugh at a thing that's empowering me to be free. The industry of time and income freedom. So if you don't say anything, as a matter of fact, if you laugh too, it's just a bad look. It's a bad look for you. It's a bad look for the industry. And it's a bad look for your future success. It is. Your why just got knocked out by their why not. Why means why you're doing the business, why you're in the industry. You just knocked it out with their why not. And they won't join you in this industry if you're not strong, if you don't have posture, if you don't stand strong. Look, the same wind blows on all of us. Jim Rohn, I know you've heard me say it a million times, but I believe in this training that Jim Rohn did, this sharing he did, that the same wind blows on you and I. But how you set your sail determines your success. And don't get knocked out by their why not. Because tomorrow, nobody in your inner circle who didn't go, none of their stories change because they continue to do the same thing over and over. Because you're all doing the same things. That's what they're doing and getting the same what? Results. But when you choose to surround yourself with people who share your focus, your drive, your mindset, and you cheer on their success even when you're not there. You made a bad decision not to go to the after event gathering, but you made the right decision to stand tall and defend your position of making a decision to build a business. That's when you're rooting for your own future success. And then you're going to want to go to the gatherings, and so do they, because they're like, what did we miss out on? What did these people poison him with? What did they blackmail him with? What did they infuse in his brain? Yeah, you want to know. Now you're asking me about the business. It's all psychological. You've got to understand how much power you have. Embrace the journey of success, because you know in your heart it may not happen overnight, but it will happen over time. And I want to say that again. Embrace your journey to success. It may not happen overnight, but I'm sharing with you, family, it will happen over time. And in your time, everybody doesn't do diamond or platinum or whatever in 6 months. Some do. Few. Some do. Some do it in a year, 2 years. Everybody won't. It's going to be in your time, because where you are, you made a preordained date years ago to be here. It's a book you read, a video you watched, somebody you met who shared something that prepared you for this moment, like tonight, preparing you for this moment. And you say, KC, where do I find these folks that you're talking about? Okay, people like the people you're saying I need to be around, associate with. Hey, KC, they don't grow on trees. You're correct. You're correct. They don't grow on trees, but it shows me how strong you are to feel that way and think like that. It's not how smart they are, okay? It's the impact they have on you, okay? So you're smart and you're strong for even understanding that those people aren't around every corner. They're not. It shows your intelligence. Why do I say that? Because it proves you're not the norm. You're not average. If you continue to focus on your dreams, goals, and desires and the people that will take you there, your life will be everything but average. So guess who you're looking for, family? Who are you looking for? You're looking for you. You're looking for you, because you're not the norm. KC, you just said that. Remember what I told you? Training is a circle. The beginning is the end. The end is the beginning. It takes you back in a circle. We don't train in blocks. You get to the end of a block, you fall off, you're lost. But when we train in a circle continuous, where we continue to build momentum on the thing you learned last, then you got to understand how powerful the training is and how powerful you become. So you're looking for you. You're not the norm. You're the person that wants to go to the after event. Normal people don't. Okay, average people don't. And you don't want normal or average income, so you don't want to do what complainers, haters, whiners do, because we're not looking for whiners, we're looking for winners, okay? So now you understand what and who association is. Take a moment right here. Take a moment. I've been going quick. Let's slow it down. Let's pause for about 30 seconds. I need you to get a leg up on everyone who wasn't on tonight. I need you to jot down the names of 5 people. 5 people. Go get that. That's right. Go get it. I see you. Go get it. Go get the paper, the pen, get the iPad out. Keep taking notes, but get the names of 5 people who fit the description of what and who you're looking for. And start with you, because you're not the norm. 5 in your inner circle. 5 people in your inner circle. Don't discriminate. If they fit the description, yeah, the clock is already ticking. I'm already ticking. We're up to 10 seconds. If they fit the description, they could be the one. They could be the one who inspires you for greatness. You're looking for somebody who looks like a mirror to you. Keep going. And we're almost there. All right. You're up to 3. Come on. Think. I'm forcing your brain to expand so it never comes back. I want you to put down the troublemaker. Okay, we're at 30 seconds. I want you to put down the troublemaker. Just because I've been in trouble doesn't mean I'm going to cause you trouble. I was serious when I said don't discriminate. Put down even the troublemaker. The troublemaker could be looking for a way out, somebody to show me the way. The industry is littered with stories and people like myself who had issues. Remember, I became an underdog because I was a young parent, and the neighborhood wrote me off, but the village kept me embraced in success, and you can do it. So the people in my inner circle, that village of people, said, we're not going to let you go. Okay? So understand, the industry is littered with stories and people who had issues before they embraced networking like me. So everyone from troublemaker to trouble breaker. Okay? I just made that up. The trouble breaker is that person in your inner circle who, in my opinion, I just gave this a label, you know that. But the trouble breaker is that person who, in my opinion, this is the person who keeps a cool head no matter what. They have value and significance because of their ability to stay calm. See, you don't think they have an impact on you. I'm right back. You don't think they have an impact on you. You don't. I don't know why I'm still looking for 30 seconds. We're done. But you don't think they have that ability to impact you, but their ability to stay calm in every situation, even difficult situations, helps keep the agenda on track. Whose agenda? Your agenda. Because you're the one doing the exposing. You're the one sharing the success models and tips with the people in your inner circle. So when things get out of hand, people come in and try to take you left. This is the person that says, KC, but tell me a little bit more about this, because we really want to know, what is it you're doing? They bring things back. So you don't think they have an impact because they're not flamboyant or loud. They might be the quietest person in your circle. But that ability to be calm, yes, even the people you think don't do, even the people you think won't, will, helps keep your agenda on track, which allows us and empowers us, and you in particular, to be successful in spite of whatever's going on. Sometimes, yes, sometimes they're the ones that we believe don't have the impact, but their mere presence frees us to focus in the middle of whatever's going on. So the people you sometimes think aren't influencing your decisions still impact your activities. That simply means that everybody, that's why I said don't discriminate, has an imprint on what you do. So when you talk about associations, success in this industry is centered. It's centered around the power of who do you know. Almost lost my train of thought. Of who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know can be the key to how you grow. Even compensation plans that are not centered on rewarding you for what we call sorting, exposing people, and then bringing them in to your business. Okay, even compensation plans that reward you more for marketing services and selling products than for building a team. Even those compensation plans are going to reward you for sharing the business model with someone else. May not be as big a reward, but they will reward you for sharing. So that person inevitably can become empowered and then launch their business. Always remember, as an early mentor of mine shared with me years ago when I lived in the DC metropolitan area right before I retired from the military. When you buy somebody's opinion, you have bought their lifestyle. Why is it that, just go with me for a moment, okay? Because this training is moving. As things come to my mind, I want to bring them to you. But why is it, I'm in your inner circle, I'm in your associations, but why is it that people who often give you the most advice tend to have the fewest life success experiences? In other words, they've had the fewest successes, but they always want to give you advice, consistently want to advise me what I should do to have success. And when the advice comes to them, when it's their turn from somebody successful, I don't care where I am on the planet. I hear the same thing over and over, all over the world. They say things like, I know, I did that before. I know somebody else who did that. I already did that. We have that. And yet the success model they're willing to endorse and share with you, their success model that they're telling you need to follow, has no success stories attached to it, or very few. It has 100 pounds of opinion, and the experiences are very few. So family, as I begin to conclude tonight, it's important to keep the right associations around you. It's important to surround yourself. And let me clarify this too. Surround yourself, but not all the time, not every moment of life, just pertaining to a lot of your time, okay? Surround yourself with successful people who have successful stories, who build you, who better you, who raise your lid. The law of the lid, Dr. John C. Maxwell, he talks about the law of the lid. The most successful person in your association circle is going to raise your lid. If that most successful person doesn't have the successes you do, you're the most successful person. That means you're the lid. So you want to be around people that raise your lid and that raises your ability to get things done, to understand things. And it gives you a foresight and insight into things you might have never had before. If we only hung out with our business partners all the time, I'm admitting to you, that would get dull too. So I'm not saying every minute of every day, only have your business partners around you. Don't hear me say what I'm not saying. I'm saying a lot of time, have good people, successful people around you because they feed your spirit. You need to be around everyone, if not anyone who can get into your circle and feed you, okay? Because if you don't try to be around people that are not like you sometime, who are you going to have as prospects? You can't only have great prospects. You have to have regular people too. So surround yourself with forward-thinking, positive people who challenge your spirit to achieve, who embrace the struggle, your struggle, because they've struggled too. You want to surround yourself with people like that who can advise you to cherish hurdles, no's, who can advise you to cherish the no's. You say, KC, why should I cherish a no? Because the no's mean you're that much closer to a yes. You go through 30 people. The first 24 said no. I don't want to try that. I did that before. I saw it. All those things I said before. But that 25th person says, you know what? I'm so tired of work. I'll listen to whatever you have. Is it good for me? And you say, yes. It just matters if you're strong enough to get to that 25th person or the 5th person or the first person. Success happens when it happens. Remember a couple of weeks ago, I did a training about walking down the steps to the football field, and the whole field is covered in footballs. And on the bottom side of 5, from end zone to end zone, all you see is brown. You don't see green. But on the bottom of 5, there's a gold stripe. Those 5 people will change your life. The first 3 will change your life. But when you get to 5, they will change your life and the lives of the people that come behind you for decades to come. I want you to understand that underdog is another word for winner, not whiner, winner. And I also want to thank you for being on this week because I followed a legend, and I hope that you understand now the impact and the power of associations on your success. Who feeds your spirit determines a lot of times the decisions you make. To invite people to your home, to have people in your close circle, to attend that gathering, and to go to the after gathering, to go to the convention. They try to talk you out of it. You don't want to go to Vegas. Vegas, oh man, everybody been to Vegas. Vegas is no big deal. And they've only been once, and you've been 16 times. But every time you've gone, you've had a great time. Now, you might want to go someplace different this year, but every time you've been to Vegas, you've had a great time. So embrace Vegas, embrace Miami, embrace New York, embrace Dubai, embrace the world, and go get it done. And once again, I thank you. I really do. I thank you for joining us this week. I want you to remember, we're reopening the hub, kctowns.com. It's going to be all new, all great, and designed with you in mind. With you in mind. That's who we're designing the whole new KC Towns grand reopening launch this Friday, April 15th, Friday evening. We're opening up kctowns.com. There's going to be some surprises. For those who are the first to enroll after we reopen, there'll be some surprises. I want you to have a great week. We'll have the first daily focus this week on tomorrow. The first daily focus this week will be tomorrow, Thursday morning. I don't want you to miss a thing. We launched the all-new monthly newsletter today. Oh, man, I have gotten so much feedback about the newsletter. And it's in your email. It's in your email. So go to your email and take a look. The first monthly newsletter, we launched it. We received some incredible feedback. If you didn't receive your newsletter, email me at kc@kctowns.com so we can get it out to you. Once you get it, click so you can not miss it every month from here on out. To receive the letter today, if you received the letter today, we shared the 5 roles of a leader. We talked about the leader's roles, the 5 roles of a leader. Now, a leader has many roles, but we picked these 5, and we shared with you what they mean to the organization. And as a special bonus, we shared a real story about how a leader impacts people on their journey, who they have influence on. And of course, I'm excited. I'm just excited because in kctowns.com and on the monthly newsletters, we're going to be able to connect with you in a way we've never done before. Hey, we've been in the lab. That's why I haven't been talking to you all week on the daily focus, because I had to get it back. I had to nourish my spirit. I really did. I've been on the road. I went and celebrated my mother's 88th birthday and my aunt's 89th birthday in New York City. And we had a ball. My family, we had a ball. And hadn't seen my family in a while. Of course, I decided to network, so some of my family is on this webinar event and going to be on the Daily Focus in the morning. So I'm so excited about everything that we bring to you on kctowns.com, on the webinar, Wednesday evening webinars, on now the monthly newsletter, and so many other places. We're going to have some incredible guests. Hint, hint, clue, clue. We got some incredible guests coming up in the next few weeks and in the next year and beyond. So remember, as we conclude, this is the place where you and I and the underdogs are always expected to win. We're always expected to win, and then we're going to take that good fight, that knowledge and that good message to the streets and empower the world. With that, everyone, I want to wish you the best evening, and I absolutely look forward to seeing everybody on the Daily Focus in the morning. Take care. Good night. God bless.